Ahoy hoy there folks, and welcome to the In-Stock Takedown, where today we're venturing into the world of the exploding rope barbed wire death match thing that was a complete disaster, but we won't worry about that because it's AEW's Action Pack. It doesn't say anything else about it on the box, but it is the barbed wire action pack, the accessory action pack, in the Unrivaled Collection gold and black, which is very nice. 11 pieces. You can see you've got your barbed wire baseball bat. You got your broom, which is covered in barbed wire. Broom because, of course, Kenny Omega was the cleaner in New Japan's Bullet Club. We've got a chain. We've got a barbed wire wrapped chair, and we've also got the nets, the mesh, the grids, and 6 strings of barbed wire behind, which all add up to 11 pieces, so it's not quite as amazing as that. On first thoughts on this, I think this is overpriced. At least to get it in the UK. I think I can get it cheaper these days, but for what it is, lower price though, I might be tempted to get another one, but full price, not worth my time, I don't think, but once I get it out, I might be magically somehow surprised and pleased. Anyway, yes, the action pack. There we are, a picture from Full Gear with Mox suplexing Omega onto the barbed wire mesh. This was not from the exploding barbed wire deathmatch thing. This was, I think this was a lights out match. So, off the record match, etc, etc. But, yeah, nothing else. On the bottom, we've got, a reminder, because I always bloody forget, this was produced by Wicked Cool Toys, distributed by Jazzwares, 0 to 3 Sad Onions, and we've got some instructions of how to lay the 6 strands of barbed wire nicely and neatly across the grid to try and make it look pretty full. Because, yes, you want things to look pretty and not dangerous. I don't know. So yes, we'll move some of the WWE accessories out of the way, and we will get this bad boy open, and I'll see you back when we've got the danger out of the box. Okay, so there we have it, all 11 items out of the packet, apart from the barbed wire, because I figured we'd have some fun putting that together, but we'll do that in a minute, because that's the big piece of this. Let me start off with what is possibly the worst thing about this set so far, the chain. It's plastic. It's just plastic. It's not metallic at all. It's just plastic. It's moulded into this shape as well. And yeah, it looks good from a distance, but it's just a bit of cheap plastic. I don't like it. I know most things are plastic in toys and wrestling figures, but I'm sure Mattel have done a metallic chain before, and I'm kind of... This looks like it should be metal. It's not. Be warned, it's plastic. It's cheap plastic, moulded, and ultimately a bit naff. So, whatever. Barbed wire baseball bat. Let's have a quick peek at the barbed wire baseball bat. This is... I believe this feels like a new mould rather than anything. We've not seen a baseball bat from these guys before. I don't think we've seen Jericho's bat before, so yeah, this is new, with the moulding round it, which looks pretty good, all things considered. Let's have a look at the old Jack's barbed wire baseball bat that I've got here. So they've gone with a wooden one there, with a bit more of a detail on the barbed wire there, whereas on the black aluminium bat it's a bit sort of rigid and sort of, yeah, it's less interesting. It looks fine, but it's less interesting than what we've seen before, so it's okay, it's not amazing, and it does the business. This amazing bit of kit here for the cleaner, yeah, it's basically a plastic stick. I'm fairly certain if I wanted to pull the bristles off the broom, but yeah, it's not bad. It looks like what it should be, fair enough. The barbed wire, not all that interesting, not all that detailed either. Yeah, it's a bit sort of blur. I mean, you take into consideration what we just saw with the baseball bat from Jack's, it was like lovely and detailed, and it's like a bit rigid, a bit nothing. So, yeah, okay, fine, you know. it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not exactly, you know, winning any competitions. Going over to the barbed wire wrapped chair. Now this actually uses, from what I can tell, a separate moulded bit of barbed wire placed over a standard wicked cool chair. So yeah, it's the same design as the chairs we've seen before from the AEW series, but it's a single piece of specifically moulded barbed wire plastic to go around it, which is neat. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could take it off. Hang on, let's see if I can unhook it, and you've got yourself an additional chair, which is cool. It's cool. And then you can also then just plop the barbed wire on there, or even just use the barbed wire elsewhere and make your own little thing, which is nice additional little bit and piece. But you know, it's not amazing. It's just barbed wire. I mean, let's take a look at, let's go proper throwback, a piece of WCW barbed wire that came with Hardcore Hack, and you can see the difference in detail there. It's, I don't know, and of course this is a loose strand, so you can do it as you please. I mean, it's only a short piece, but it's loose and it's a lot better. And I don't know, it's not amazing. The detailing again just lets it down. I mean, from a distance it looks the business, but I don't know, I've seen better, is all I'm going to say on this matter. Right, now, this thing here, I'm not going to take the barbed wire out of the package just yet, because that's going to be interesting. This panelling, nice big bit of kit, very nice. Cheap flimsy plastic though, it's not going to survive a lot of wear and tear. It bends like no one's business. You hit this too much, it's just going to fall apart. Now, I don't know how good this is going to be. I mean, you may have noticed the barbed wire I've got around the edges, which is actually rubber strands of barbed wire that attach to each other, meant for wargaming, tabletop wargaming situations. And I thought this is what this was going to be, but it's actually slightly different. So let's get this out. And it's, oh, this is a lot stiffer and a lot harder. Oh God Almighty. Okay, it's got a hook on one end. Oh, it's got hooks on both ends, and this is trickier than I thought it would be. Oh man. Right. Unhook. That proper barbed wire, get yourself caught up on everything. Alright, well I'll hook it onto there, and I'll just get that end, and oh, it's come a bit untangled, that end, and it looks a bit crappy. Run it that way. We'll hook it onto there, I guess, maybe, possibly, that bit. Yeah, what have I done? What have I done to it? God Almighty! Right, just roll that round. Yeah, so this is definitely not the rubbery sort of tabletop wargaming barbed wire. This is really hard and nasty barbed wire. Yeah, okay, I suppose that kind of looks alright. It looks a bit squiffy at the back corner. Okay, can I get a second strand and unhook it and make it look halfway decent? It's all folded in on itself in the packet, which makes it really difficult for me to sort of go, yeah, where am I putting it? Okay, that's, again, it's got caught up in the middle. It's all been hooked up inside the packaging. Okay, yeah, alright, we're getting there. I might just speed run this next bit, because really, honestly, you don't need to see me struggling with 6 strands of barbed wire. 2 is plenty. Okay, we're there. Yeah, some of the strands were as easy as the packaging made out to be. Some of the strands, I'm going to take some work on that, because that's awful. From a distance, right, this looks pretty sweet. This looks, you know, this looks the business from a distance. Close up, yeah, okay, I'm a little bit more happy with the barbed wire. I will say it is very hard and very stiff plastic. It hurts my fingers. It really did. Not like this. This is lovely and rubbery. You can't see that in the shot, but yeah, this is all lovely and rubbery, and yeah, it's got a little bit of force to it, but unless you're really pressing against it, it's not going to hurt. This I just have to, yeah. So that's nasty stuff. Not like this. This is soft and rubbery. A little bit of, this is more akin to the barbed wire ropes I've got up. This is more akin to the barbed wire on here. but this is all smoothed out, whereas this is actually sharp. Okay. Of course, we've never seen anything quite like this before. I mean, I could compare the strands to the hack kind of barbed wire, which looks a lot better than the hack barbed wire. I have to say, the shine of the plastic is a lot better. It's not as soft as the hack barbed wire, but it's as... it's not as detailed. No, it's not, because as you can actually see... I don't know if I'm getting close enough for this, but you can see it's sort of bound and twisted and the barbs on it. Whereas this barbed wire is just like mould plastic, no detail, just sharp, spiky bits here and there. And the other thing I can really compare it to is I've got a Jack's barbed wire baseball board? No. Barbed wire board, which has got a nice soft rubbery plastic barbed wire, which again, the barbs have much more detail on them. But you are getting a lot more of them, so I don't know, give or take, you know, what you're going to get and if you're going to get it. So, yeah, I mean, overall, this set, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it's worth the money. If you can get it for a bargain, you know, get money off and whatever, then yeah, maybe it's not a bad set. I mean, it definitely adds to the whole thing, you know, what we're doing here. But I don't know, it's just one of those. You kind of got yourself a nice little set, but is it really worth the money? I mean, if you're a die-hard fan, you're going to want to have it, let's be honest. But, yeah. It's, overall, let's be fair, right? You could probably build your own for just as much money, if not cheaper. I mean, I know there are certain websites that do sell this barbed wire, alongside plenty of other wrestling collectibles, including additional barbed wire boards that you can get a decent discount on, and shipping, you're probably better off going through them than getting the AEW branded one, because it's fine, but it's not incredible. So yeah, that's a little disappointing, but hey ho, that was the All Elite Wrestling Barbed Wire Action Pack. And yeah, I'll see you next time we step back between the barbed wire ropes and watch out for the little sparkler explosions. Ooh, danger!